1987 to 2017, frontal airbag saved 50,457 lives. That's enough people to fill a major league ballpark.
Because airbags deploy very rapidly, serious or sometimes fatal injuries can occur if the driver or passenger is too close to or comes in contact with the airbag when it first begins to deploy.
Airbags can only deploy once, so make sure you replace used airbags right away after a crash, only at an authorized repair center and before you drive the vehicle again.
Airbag safety is a serious business. It's time we get serious about airbag safety.
Airbag safety is a serious business, and today on FixItBrothers Entertainment, we're going to show you how to test your airbag. Because little did you know, you actually have to test your airbags to make sure they're operating at their proper efficiency. So I'm Fixit Ben, and Fixit Stanley's behind the camera, and you already heard from all the other Fixit family, and we're going to test it on this, what is it?
Ford Explorer.
We've got a Ford Explorer that we're going to test the airbags on, and you guys, it's really simple, barely any tools required. There's like one tool you need. You can check your airbags, no problem. You need to do this about once a year, and then you'll be the safest driver out there and wear your seatbelt. Oh, and we have merch, by the way. We're now offering distressed gray fabric jackets with holes in all the right places. All right, so go to our merch at FixItBrothers.com to get our merchandise. You can cut it now. All right, so step one, you're gonna need the vehicle that you want to test your airbag on. Now this should be your daily driver. For instance, we have this Ford Explorer here. I've been driving this to work for about a month now. We're gonna test out the airbag because whatever you drive the most often is the most important to have a good airbag safety in. All right, you're only going to need one tool to do this safety test, and that is a SkyTrack 4030. Easily found at your nearest Home Depot or Lowe's. As you can see, it's got the Home Depot colors on it. That's all you need. You can rent them or buy them or rent to own, whatever you prefer. All right, so now what we're doing here, we're going to hook this chain to the trailer hitch. Now, if your vehicle doesn't have a trailer hitch, you're probably going to want to install one, because this is an annual or semi-annual type test that you have to run. So we're gonna take this chain, we're gonna hold it up, then you take your rental SkyTrack that you're gonna order, and you're gonna run the fork right through here, and you're just gonna carefully, you don't wanna damage anything. All right, so be super careful with this. Your front end can drag in the dirt if you're not careful, but you'll wanna lift the vehicle up on kind of its hind end here to where it's just nose over. And then you're gonna raise it to a certain level, and then you're just gonna copy what we do.
Screwdriver.
Oh, shoot. Decided to change to a hook method because that other one was obviously not going to work. So make sure you get a chain from your local hardware store that has a hook on it. You you definitely want like 60 foot of chain for a 2-foot job.
Safety 2x4.
As you can see, your airbag is still, it didn't go, so that means it was an unsafe vehicle. As you can see, there was significant impact and the airbag did not go off. This is a safety hazard. Now there's one more test we can do to try to see if the airbag, maybe it was just a faulty sensor. So we're going to show you a second little tip and trick to test the airbags. As you can see, the initial test did not result in the jettisoning of the airbags. But that does not necessarily mean that your vehicle is unsafe. There is one more test you can do, and that is to find the nearest strong structure. You're going to want to get a long 4x4, about 6 feet long, as you can see. Come on over here and investigate this. You're going to want to leave your car running. You're then going to want to put it into gear, as low a gear as possible. You're going to want to put that 4x4 on the gas pedal to give it forward velocity. Once you've achieved forward velocity, you're going to want to stay clear in case the airbags, they could jettison at any point. So just steer well clear and allow it to move forward until you impact with a strong object. Observe. Alright, so as you can see, at this point, tell them what you see. Fix it, Stanley.
Airbag still not deployed.
See, this could have killed somebody. It's a good thing we tested, and this is what you need to do to your vehicles as well. Otherwise, you can impact. I mean, what if that was a real tree in a real situation? You might have killed yourself. So always test your airbags before driving on the road.
I'll see if I can get it out and do it again.
If it runs a third time, you can always try testing it one more time, but it's kind of a 3 strikes and you're out situation. Battery dead?
Yeah. Let's just pull it all the way out and then we'll try to jump start it.
All right, what do you think of this vehicle?
I think these forward airbags are not operating properly and are a risk to life safety and property.
Oh, I think something might be going bad.
Probably aluminum wheels with
You just took out that truck bed. Well, as you can see, This vehicle's airbags did not deploy during the entirety of our testing. There may be a few things to buff out on this, but I think we're just gonna get a little wax, a little wash, and we'll give it back to our client. This is actually our first vehicle. We started our own FixItBrothers auto body repair shop. And so we'll get this all fixed up and get it back to the owner. But she's definitely gonna have to look at that airbag system, because we clearly demonstrated that this is unsafe. Yeah, just a few things to tighten up, a few nuts and bolts here and there. But this is another successful Fix-It tutorial from the Fix-It Brothers. We'll see you in the next one. Like and subscribe and all that.
Did you damage my tree?
Now look what you did.
My squirrel planted that tree over 80 years ago.
My great-grandfather planted this tree. Hey, you!